My name is Jean Kui. Sometimes I think, why should I live? Since being kidnapped by a man named I spent 10 years in a basement. The sea is a man who is not human at all. The sea has numbed my life. To make it easier for you to understand, I started at the beginning. The incident took place on December 2nd, 1999. I still remember the day vividly. I was walking home after school. Everything happened very fast. Suddenly a truck appeared. I haven't had time to scream. A sturdy man. They put me in the back of the van. He knocked me out with green spinning. I woke up in a pink room. A dull headache. This room is colorful. Horrible with rich colors. But take a closer look at this place. The face of terror is revealed. Peeling off rotten wallpaper. Cockroaches scurrying on the floor. He's not human at all. No matter how many times I repeat myself. You may not fully understand what I mean. Just staring into his cold, terrifying eyes, you can understand. He will tell me that someone loves you. He would say this to me every morning and every evening. It was the only thing he ever said to me. And it dawned on me very quickly. My cries of pain meant nothing to him. He would torture me ruthlessly and systematically. He broke all 4 of my legs. It paralyzes me. My limbs have been broken too many times. There's been a lot of damage. I would scream for help, but he just gave that horrible smile. And he would say the words, "Someone loves you." Soon I learned to accept reality. One day I tried to escape and was caught, but the sea was calm, unusually calm. He went into the basement the next day with a photo. These are my parents. This is a warning from the sea. He knows where my house is. And he took out a handful of little lead. The penknife stabbed viciously at the photo. Prick a few holes in my parents' eyes. He was tearing up pictures like crazy, until my parents' faces were gone. Mine keeps breaking down. Horrible scenes in my head. Then he nodded and said, "Someone loves you." This mental torture is terrible enough, but that's just a small part of what he forced me to endure. And part of what's worse is hunger. Extreme hunger. Beyond the limits of human endurance. My body is eating itself away. When you have a few days, even weeks without food, this is what happens. After malnutrition, I couldn't notice anything else he was doing, because I kept grabbing goalkeepers. He chopped off my finger. The pain is unimaginable. When my shrunken stomach brought more pain, it dulled me. What broke me was mental torture. Staring at the stump of my hand, I only have this horrible thought in my head. If only he could make me eat this finger. That's how hungry I get. Every time I think about it, one feel very terrified. Hunger made me lose my sanity and my humanity. I haven't eaten for a week. Lying on the floor in agony, I look at my right foot, wondering what he would taste like. And that curiosity turns into longing. When I was about to collapse, and he would give me a little bit of food. The food that keeps me alive. Keep me barely alive. Although many people have speculated on that topic. But he never touched me like that. He vents his desires in all kinds of perverted ways. It's a way that doesn't belong to human desire. There is no room for metaphor in the mind of the sea, because he doesn't think like a human. I'm starting to think. He repeated that sentence for one reason only. He wants to convince himself that he is human. The class not only convinced me, he convinced himself. This monster has no idea what love means. He hit me and stared at me expressionlessly. Proves his emptiness. There was no emotion in his cold body. He hit me to get emotional, but it didn't work. The sea never changes until the end. Never produced a trace of humanity. I was in 2010. It was discovered shortly after the New Year's Day event. It was a strange accident, but it saved my life. A group of drunk teenagers accidentally came to the door of the sea. One of them fell on the grass, choked on his own vomit. When his friends crowded around, I saw them through a narrow crack in the basement. I screamed into the soundproof window pane. One of the girls happened to see me. I can't hear anything on the other side of the glass, but I know she was dirty by me. The tortured, the broken, the terrified. And when I found out, they examined me. Found out I had osteoporosis and lower limb muscle atrophy. I have iron deficiency anemia and a whole bunch of other health problems. Can't walk independently. I still remember the feeling of being in that room. I don't care about my physical condition. Just want to eat. The C was sentenced to 10 years for his crimes. It's not long enough at all. I was locked up for 10 years. So, maybe they think they should give him the same punishment. But enough for justice. But shouldn't he suffer more than I do? I really hope I never let him go. He did that to me. He doesn't deserve to live at all. Although my body survived. But the spirit is dead. That day in 1999, Yang Kui is dead. What's left now? Just a body without a soul.